All right, so today I wanted to introduce you guys to time blocking. So this is something that I do to help me prepare for my year, my month, my week, and my day. So this is what it looks like. All right, we have 5 a.m. all the way to midnight, right? Every start of the hour, every half of the hour. So what you do is you make a box for how much time you want to spend doing whatever it is you need to get done that day. So how do we plan this out? So you don't have to go this deep, but if you wanted to, I would suggest using, first of all, this is the time box. You can buy these on Amazon. I also made one for you guys that I'll share at the end of this, but here's what I do. I use the back of these, and what I'll do is I'll write out big yearly goals, something that I want to get done this year. And you can do a year, you can do a quarter, but just set something that you want to get done over a large period of time if your goals are outlined that way. They might just be smaller, so you can start with the monthly. But what I'll do is, what do I really want to get done this year/quarter? And then I will break those things down into small monthly goals. So what can I get done? For example, build out a coach's parent and player classroom. So how am I going to get that done this month? So for this month, I'm going to make sure that I make a new assignment every Tuesday. So that's one way to do it. Or you could do something like, for example, this one, build a more organized admin system for Volitude. And this could be something that takes me a whole month to get done, not just something I can do weekly or kind of pencil out to be a weekly goal. And that would be to create a task/operations funnel for admin. So I'm going to make sure that gets done within that month. Then you can either break it down weekly or daily right away, whatever works for you, however your brain works. So I wrote weekly, but then I started doing it by day of the week, what I would like to do per day. But for example, I could also, let's say your yearly goal was to write a book that year. Your monthly goal could be to write 3 chapters, and then you can make your weekly goal to write 10 pages of a book. So why is that just a weekly goal? Because later you have to find where you could pencil in those 10 pages anyways. So once I kind of get an outline of what I want to get done, again, it doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can change things as they go, but just get a general sense of what you would like to get done over how much of a period of time. Then I would flip back over here. And now I'm going to worry about my day. So this is why you kind of just pencil out what you want to get done, because obviously there's more to do than just those big things, right? We have lots of little things that we have to get done throughout the day. So here's where you'll start, okay? Start with the musts of every day. I like to put a little sun, I guess that's a sun, where I'm gonna wake up in the morning. So this is November 14th, this is a Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I wrote down, first of all, this is your brain dump over here, right? So everything that I kind of want to get done, that I premeditated on, I wrote here. So I want to do the Google Classroom. I wanted to make sure I planned a Bosco practice because I have practice that day. And for my ecological dynamics approach goal, I want to make sure that I reread chapter 7 of Rob Gray's book, Optimizing Movement. And I'm going to make some notes on that and use it for my Google Classroom assignment for the coaches. But other things are going to come up too. So last night at Volitude practice, I had a couple of parents come up to me and say, hey, can you add this payment for my daughter? I'm having an issue with Zelle. Can you work on that for me? And then and then Tommy asked me to adjust the practice schedules for the other teams. So then I'm gonna make a brain dump of everything that I need to get done throughout the day, and then I'm gonna go over here. Now again, I might not get all this done because I have to see how much time I have available for me today. So now I gotta write down my musts. I'm gonna wake up at 8 o'clock. One thing that I make sure that I do is get 12 hours, imagine 12 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep. So I try to be asleep by midnight, and I try to wake up at 8 a.m. If I go to sleep a little bit later than that, I'm going to adjust this to be a little bit later when I wake up in the morning. I'm getting 8 hours of sleep no matter what. It's so important for your health. So morning routine starts at 8 a.m. I know it takes me about 30 minutes to get my morning routine done. What does a morning routine look like? Just something that makes you feel good and get started in the day. I like to have my athletic greens in the morning. I like to go outside and get a couple of minutes of sunshine while I take the puppy out to the bathroom. Brush your teeth, wash your face, get dressed, whatever you need, make coffee, whatever you need to kind of get the day going. Make the bed, definitely make the bed in the morning. It's a good way to start your day off strong. And then I like to do a workout. Now, I do a more aggressive workout when I'm at Bosco practices every day. When we do this conditioning, I do it with the boys. And I also do the adjustment workout with the Volitude girls on those days. But on Tuesday, we don't have Volitude practice. So I'll use this workout time in the morning to do my adjustment workout that I said that we should do every day. Once I'm done with that, and then I'll get ready. I'll take a shower and get dressed, whatever else I need to do that, wasn't a part of my morning routine. You don't want to shower if you're going to work out after. So then, you do that. You do the shower after. And then I make sure that I have a little bit of time to get things done, right? So once I'm done with all those musts in the morning, I'm going to spend 3 hours getting things done. So that's where this will come in. But we'll talk about that in a second. Once I'm done with those hours, I want to make sure that I eat before I go to practice. So I penciled that time in. You got to be done working by 1 because you need at least 30 minutes to eat before you drive to Bosco, which is going to take you about an hour. Once you get to Bosco, you got 30 minutes to do anything. Now, sometimes I don't have anything to do and I'm just kind of there a little bit early and chit-chatting with people, or maybe I'll get something done that I needed to get done over here. Or there might be an emergency that I have to spend some time doing at Bosco. So being there a little bit early is helpful. We spend this time working out. Then I'm going to start the Frosh Soft JV grass practice, varsity practice, spend an hour driving home, eat and relax, do my nighttime routine, stretches and meditate, read and take some notes, and then by 11:30, I am trying to fall asleep. Now, I'm going to probably not do this perfectly and have to adjust some things as we go, and that is okay too. Don't be afraid to say, oh no, I didn't do this. For example, let's say I stayed a little bit too late, then it's okay. It might take me a little bit longer to drive home, and I'm just going to try to, make up for it here. Maybe not spend so much time relaxing, which I usually will be like watching MasterChef or something with my fiance. Oh, maybe we'll cut that a little short, or maybe I will stretch a little bit less, or maybe I'll just skip reading that night so that way I can make sure I'm in bed in time. Or like I said, maybe I'm not feeling tired and I'll stay up 30 minutes longer to make sure I get everything and then try to wake up, 30 minutes later in the morning. So now I wanted to show you, okay, so here we are. I got all this blank time, right? That's what we're trying to figure out, is where's the blank time that you can get things done. I feel like your guys' stuff will be very similar to this. And this is our, like our homework section, really. What assignments can I get done? So if I was you guys, I would be like over here writing down, chapter 1 assignment, whatever. Whoops. Whatever. And then, read chapter 3, 4, what do you guys do for school? History, whatever. And then you decide, okay, that's going to take me about, an hour. This will probably take me about 1.5 hours. So just kind of like start to mark that. So for me, I've been doing these things a little bit. So I already know I want to spend about an hour doing that. I want to, this is 30 minutes. I already know the deeper systems of how I like to plan practice. So that'll take me about 30 minutes. And then this will give me about, 30 minutes to an hour doing this. So this one, I can just do later if I need more time. So like these things coming up, I could be like, okay, doing all 3 of those, that'll probably take me about 30 minutes. So knowing that I only have 3 hours here in the middle, I'll be like, okay, I can get those 3 done in 30 minutes. I need an hour here. I need 30 minutes there. I'm going to put 30 minutes here. And here's why. I don't want to crunch out my free time down to the minute. Because here's where people mess up with time blocking. They'll go down to the minute, and then they need to get a ton of stuff done, and then things take a little bit longer than they're supposed to, and then you're in trouble. So what you want to do is give yourself some grace period. So 1 hour, 2 hours, and 30 minutes. So that's 2.5 hours that I have allocated here. So I'm going to just leave that for this. Okay, those are going to be what goes into my what we call deep focus work. Okay, I'm going to put my phone on do not disturb. I'm not going to focus on anything else besides what I need to get done in that time. If this takes over an hour, that's okay, because I have 30 minutes. If this takes over 30 minutes, that's okay, I have 30 minutes. If somebody calls me, there's an emergency that needs to get done, it's okay, I have 30 minutes. If anything bleeds more into that time, I'm okay with adjusting something as I go. All right, so that's time blocking. This is the time box. I buy these on Amazon. They come in a pack of sheets like this, and they're all bound together. In the morning, I rip one off, and like I said, use the back for any kind of notes that you want to do. This isn't an everyday thing. Sometimes I will use this for a gratitude list, And then the other thing, I always have a running task list too. So this will be things that need to get done, whether I'm delegating it out to people or having to get it done myself. I have a little checklist. If something is of really importance that I need to do from that list, I will, or if I have some free time, I'll grab it from that list and I'll go do it real quick if I have the time to plop it in there. So that's time blocking. I made a timesheet for you guys to use, so why don't you go ahead and give it a try and start to get your life more organized.